Hurt in a car? Call our sponsor, William Mattar. 844-444-4444. With a focus on motor vehicle accidents, the team at William Mattar has handled thousands of cases like yours. Let them help you get the money you deserve after a motor vehicle accident. Rideshare, truck, motorcycle, car, only call William Mattar. 844-444-4444. Welcome back to another episode of the Sabre Report podcast. My name is Jonah.
I'm Christian.
And I'm JP.
Welcome to Olympic season. Full swing.
It's slow. It's slow on the news front.
It's I think JP said last episode he was ready for the Sabres break. I'm over it. I mean, I was never like into it. I was raring to get back from the get-go, but now especially, like, I don't know. International hockey just doesn't do it for me. I mean, it will get there, obviously, once the important games start up. But, you know, these prelims have not been very fun to watch, aside from the novelty of NHL players being back for the first time in 12 years, and you're seeing fun combinations.
Yeah, it's like you see Italy gets spanked like 11-0, and then Canada beats France today 10-2.
Them giving Sweden a scare, though, that was pretty fun.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty fun. The Italian fans in the building were going nuts.
The tournament started off really fun. I mean, there was an upset immediately. Slovakia has a bye, and they beat Finland.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, honestly, I wouldn't say I'm over the break. I feel like if the team itself was completely healthy going into the break, I'd be more like, all right, I'm done with this. But I'm like, take as much time as you need because I want everyone healthy when we get back, because you start on the road like 3 games in a row. You got a back-to-back too, so get healthy.
Yeah. At least the hockey in the Olympics, really not doing it for me right now. I mean, if there's like best on best, like if it's U.S., Canada, Sweden, Finland, maybe even Slovakia with how they're playing, like I might be really interested. But I mean, all the other games, I mean, been blowouts. I mean, USA versus Denmark. I know Denmark went up 2-1, but you still know that USA is going to come out on top.
Yeah, I saw at intermission they were like, the U.S. was still like minus 340 to win in regulation.
Yeah.
That second goal was it was tough to watch from the red line.
You've had a tough weekend in terms of like calling your shots on the American team.
This whole brand is a walking jinx. Yeah, I
walk everybody through it.
I say put Swayman in, like, because I don't know what was the context of the first game.
Latvia went up. Did they go up 1-0 or they tied it?
I think Hellebuck was let in like a softie, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be the same as the Four Nations. So I was like, oh, put Swayman and we're done.
No, you said Swayman should be starting.
Swayman should be starting. That's what I said. And then fast forward a game, and then 2 goals later, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have put that in writing. And then earlier today, I said, Austin Matthews is cooked, and then he has 2 goals as soon as I send that text.
And a very nice assist. Welcome to my world.
Do it.
Oh, Jonah's NHL
usually Jonah.
Christian's the Olympic jinx.
Yeah. Yeah, your boy Slavkovsky's having an amazing tournament too.
Oh my God, that's another one too.
He might just be one of the best Olympians ever, apparently. He goes off at every single international tournament.
He does. God, I got to start sending some stuff about Team Canada. I got to start saying like how fantastic they are. They're just gonna go on a run and win, and
it's looking that way. I don't know.
Oh my God, nobody's stopping that team. It's insane. Like they have this is probably their best iced Canadian lineup since maybe they had Gretzky Lemieux back in like the late 80s in the Canada Cup. That center spine is nuts. It's McKinnon. McKinnon's the third line center.
I know. It feels so vindicating as like I can't call myself a Celebrini truther because he's friggin' Macklin Celebrini, but like there was debate about whether or not to take him. And on top of that, as someone who thinks he is levels above like Connor Bedard, just to see him torching this tournament and taking full advantage of his opportunity, like that's been fun to see. I mean, it's cool. Like some of this part, like the novelty is fun. Like I can only imagine what like fans of Germany are thinking. Like, sure, they're not a main player in this tournament, but they actually like can tune in. Like they've separated themselves from like the France and Italys of the world. You know, you're watching Draisaitl, Stützle, and Seider all out there together. Like that's got to be fun.
Oh yeah, and don't forget Dominic Cahoon, Tobias Ryder.
Some classics.
I completely forgot about him.
I would not have been able to tell you if he was still playing. He was old when they signed. He was like 33. He's got to be close to 40, right?
Yeah, bro's pushing 40. Let's take a look.
He's 33. What do you?
Oh, okay. He is
Really?
So he was like 30 when he signed with us. What, the second time?
Dude,
Didn't he sign with us twice?
That was like 5 years ago. I swore he was like the old guy back then. That's crazy to me. 33.
Mm-hmm.
Bro thought he was a senior citizen. You thought he was Brock Nelson age, like 150.
Is he younger than Brock Nelson? He might be.
I bet you they're like the same age. I think Brock Nelson's like 30. He's got to be like 33.
34.
Oh my God, he's younger than Brock Nelson. That's so funny. It's cool. It's
a lot
still,
of former Sabres. Gergensen has an assist. Risto.
Dude,
who else is
did
there?
he just have one assist? I thought he had a few.
Yoki's there.
Gergensen's, I think, it's cooking.
Yoki.
I think he's like point per game through this tournament. I could be wrong.
You see the overhead shot of him taking the opening faceoff against Eichel?
Yes.
It's like,
yes,
these two guys could really do some damage together.
Once upon a time, that's how Gergensen's was perceived. Like, as that.
The streets won't forget 2014 All-Star Zemgus Girgensons. The best. Peak drought. Not drought. Still drought. Peak tank. But he earned that. He earned that year.
I don't know if you saw going around. You probably saw it. But when Tage scored his first goal, which, by the way, disgusting. That was the first goal that him and Eichel have ever connected for.
Mm-hmm.
That did kind of throw me for a loop, but at the same time, it made a lot of sense. I can remember two instances of them playing together. Do you remember the start of the COVID season? The COVID season when Hall was here?
The bubble season?
Yeah. They were running out Hall, Eichel, Thompson in training camp.
Dude, I bet you if I go back into the Sabres' old tweets, I bet you I could find something with them being on the same line. If they could fix the search tool, this thing sucks now. Can't find anything. But yeah, I think I saw something. They only played like a very, very limited amount of minutes together, even though they actually played a decent amount of games starting together.
And I can remember one other instance. This is just one of those weird instances I remember that they ran out Skinner, Eichel, Thompson in 18-19. It's like post 10-game winning streak. Phil Housley ran it for one period and then broke it up because I think they were in Carolina.
Too much aura
and
here.
They got absolutely killed. That's all I can remember.
I'm trying. We're getting close here. I'm getting Skinner, Eichel, Reinhart, Sheary, Middlestat, Thompson. That's lines 1 and 2.
I think they lined up for maybe 2 games together. I don't know how far they made into the COVID season as a line.
Damn it! I feel like I could find something though. I'm seeing, dude. This is like a blast from the past though. Skinner, Eichel, Reinhart, Thompson, Middlestat, Oposo. Good Lord. This was in the middle of the 2018-19 season, actually. This is like coming off of that heater they were on. They were running this bullshit out there. Oh, my God. JP, you're going to love these deep pairings. Darlene Bogosian, Pilot Risto, Beaulieu Nelson.
Damn.
And then Hunwick and Tennyson is 7 and 8.
Matt Hunwick.
Good Pilot.
Oh, man,
So I have a question.
We haven't talked about how Pilot is an Olympic snub.
Oh, I found it.
You actually found it? Is it the Carolina game?
It's a preseason game. 9/22/2018. First line, Skinner, Eichel, Thompson.
No, this one, it was during the regular. I don't remember that. It was during the regular season. I can assure you. It definitely happened.
Continue on. I'm gonna keep searching.
Well, I was gonna ask. Okay. Seeing Tage Thompson and Jack Eichel just hug each other, did you feel anything? Did you feel something?
I'm not gonna lie. Yes.
Weirdly, I felt something too.
It makes me miss Jack Eichel. I'm just gonna say it.
I don't even know why. But you know what? I think it legitimately what it is that if you squint your eyes, it kind of looks like they're wearing Sabres uniforms. Striping's the same, blue helmets. Like it's almost like it was almost like I was looking into an alternate dimension. It was very strange.
You sure you weren't looking at Buffalo Sports Talk's awful grok picture of that?
They destroyed a whole forest to make that.
What is the worst?
They poisoned someone's drinking water, making that abomination.
But I'm not gonna lie, that kind of made me feel something. I don't even know what to describe it as. I don't know if it's sadness or just like, I don't know. It felt weird.
It's like
It's kind of like the past and present coming together.
It's like a mix of nostalgia and melancholy.
I remember always like wondering, you know, and who knows if Eichel was being truthful because he said this like in the days after the trade was made. He didn't say it during the process at all, which he very easily could have. But he claims that if the Sabres let him get the surgery back then, he would have played for the team, up his value, and then they could have traded him then. I remember always being a little upset I never got to see him with Don Granato, to see what that looked like. I wonder, like, what do the 21-22 Sabres look like if he's there for a little bit longer?
I don't know. I still think that team really wasn't doing much.
No.
It was just kind of a vibes team.
Like, what's Eichel giving you at best? Like 6 points in the standings, maybe? Something like that. I forget what, like, the league's highest WAR is year after year. They would have been a playoff team, but, like, I feel like it would have been fun. And it is funny. Like, he missed the Tage breakout by not even a season. Like, it was happening then.
It's funny though, because like scrolling back here, they were clearly favoring Thompson on the wing back then. It just makes me think like it's kind of like the Sam Reinhart thing. You throw him at center, and it's just oh, that's what we were missing. It's like some of the stupidest little moves that you could have made all the world of a difference, but you'll just never know. Like obviously, hindsight is 20/20, but.
Well,
it's
also
fun to think about.
It was also funny because Thompson's in front of the net for the power play, which is funny a little bit. It's an unusual spot for him. But at the same time,
he was in a bumper last game. I think he's like up the middle of the ice. Yeah,
he was definitely favoring down low.
Yeah.
Against who was their first game against? Latvia.
Mm-hmm.
But if you remember, before the 21-22 season, Granato started him in front of the net. But I don't even think it lasted a game. Because I want to say Dahlin was their quarterback. Olofsson was on his flank. Skinner was front of the net. No, because Thompson would have been there. Skinner was bumper. Thompson was in front of the net. And I think Middlestat was on the left side. And they were working that, but then Middlestat went down in the home opener that year. So they just shifted Thompson over. And then I think he scored from that spot in the home opener, and he's literally never He's never left that spot since. So it's funny, like, in an alternate history, like, hey, maybe Eichel is on that hash, and you're seeing a little bit more of that connection just for a few more months.
I'll tell you though, it makes me hope that Seth Eipert was watching the game and just being like, why don't you just move Thompson to the front? Because I've just gotten so sick of him just sitting on the wing, as the shooting threat. When was the last time you saw him score a one-timer off the power play?
Who are you putting there?
Like seriously,
their answer would be Jack
from
Quinn.
that spot that he used to make his money
I was gonna say,
from.
Yeah,
Stop.
it would be.
Stop it. Just
Who else
please
do they
just
throw
put.
in there?
I mean, I
don't
guess
know
you're
what,
right.
I don't know
but
what issues Thompson in front of the net really solves.
I think it just makes him more of a threat. I think right now you're just wasting a body out there. I don't think he's been good on the power play at all. I think he's a great threat for the power play. I just don't think he's been good.
No, I mean, we've talked at length about that.
We said we weren't talking about the power play this week. Damn it!
I
We
didn't
almost
start
kind
it.
of
I
have to
swear.
because, I mean, the Thompson thing is funny because he's in a new spot and it's interesting. But then, Dahlin's running the Sweden power play and it just looks much improved when he's not taking a million one-timers from the top of the blue line. Which I know it's funny because he scored from there on the power play, but it's just like you could just see on the Sweden power play how like having somebody just like William Nylander just changes how it's run. Like it runs through him, and he runs it in a much different way than like Thompson does, and he can do different things. Like even the goal that Dahlin scored on, I don't know if Thompson has ever made a pass like that to Dahlin, where it's just a simple saucer over a defender's stick that's closing in on him right onto Dahlin's tape. I don't think I've ever seen him make a pass like that. They just
Can I
don't
say
have
something?
someone to dish it.
Right. Could I say something controversial?
Oh boy.
What if? So Josh Norris comes back healthy, right? He adds a boost to the power play. What if they move Tage to the front? They keep Zucker, or even putting Tage in the middle. Fine, I'll even give you that. You keep Zucker in front, Norris on one of the sides. You put Dahlin on one of the other sides, and you have Byram quarterback the first power play unit. Is that ridiculous?
Bowen Byram's your quarterback for the first power play unit? We've seen this.
Let me cook. Because then you still have Owen Power for the second unit. He hasn't been getting a lot of the power play reps recently because Byram has taken the second unit
it's an
reps.
issue. It's an issue.
I think it's crazy.
I'm just saying it's
that
something different.
You just proposed all this, and you're keeping Zucker on it, but you're taking Doan off it.
You could put Doan there too. That's fine. I mean, it was just the first name that came to mind. You could put Doan there.
No, you love the Zuck on power play.
I do. He's the only one who produces on the power play. Just look at the numbers.
I have wondered about. He's not a shooting threat, which was the issue because I think he was on the wall for a little bit at the start of the year. But maybe you put Benson on the right wall or maybe the left wall. Just have him as somewhat of a playmaking threat. Put Norris back in his spot. Put Thompson in the middle. I don't know. They need to get creative. Like they do.
They do.
Like,
this is what I'm trying to get the creative juices flowing a little bit here. Come on, put two
just run the
defensemen out there.
overload. We don't need to run the umbrella anymore. It does not
the
work.
overload.
Run the overload. Do the good old mites plays, the give and goes. Like they're not good at the umbrella.
It's not ridiculous.
It's just I don't know. Just play off the rush. Honestly, works better to their advantage.
Yeah.
They do need to get creative. I will give you that. But the man running the power play thinks everything's okay here. Because what are they ranked right now? Are they still 16th?
Yeah. Well, no NHL games have been played in a week.
Nothing
so.
should change. So.
Well, I mean, from like when they played, I didn't know if we discussed the
I think
actual
we did.
ranking into the last few games.
I think that was last episode we did.
Okay, so
I
they're
can confirm it's still 16. They're over 20%.
We'll check back in next
Sometimes
week.
they
We'll
go
make
back.
sure that they're 16th still.
Dahlin got an assist taken away. I don't know if you guys saw this at the Olympics. His which one was? I think one of his 3 assists. It like hit somebody, and the person that it hit got the actual secondary. I don't know. They do weird stuff.
It happens. Not going to lose too much sleep over it.
You were talking, though, about, I think you were going to go into it at the start. I think you were going to compare the Olympics to the Four Nations before we got into something.
Oh, no, yeah, I was just saying, like, everyone's looking for best on best, and obviously that's what we thought coming into the Olympics, but then you forget there's 12 other countries with a much more limited talent pool to work with that you also have to play in the round robin, so you get so many blowouts, and then it's kind of why we're sitting here going, oh, this has kind of been whatever, but it's kind of to be expected. So once you start getting into the playoff rounds, as long as there's not like a major upset, which now that I'm saying this, I'm sure will happen, you're going to get, maybe Sweden, Finland, which we already got, but U.S., Canada, I think that's what everyone's hoping for.
If we don't get that, then this tournament was a major disappointment. It's not their fault. It's just this prelim has kind of – it feels like we're just waiting for that game to happen.
There's not a collision course.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't get there
to happen, it would really stink. I don't know what the brackets are shaping up to be right now. Would they have to meet in the championship?
Well, it's
games are still ongoing. So
we're the last game, I think.
The top.
So after
team,
our game, we should know the bracket.
Yeah, the top team in each group gets a bye, and the remaining 8 teams play in the playoff rounds. And I think the best of the second seeds get a bye. I don't know. It's weird.
There's 4 byes.
There's 4 byes.
There's 4 byes.
I see what you're saying.
Something with seeding with the next best teams.
Here. If you'll let me.
It was something along the lines of the United States had to win by 10 goals today to get the first seed away from Canada, which isn't going to happen. So they're going to be the second seed. So I think we should probably know what the seeding's going to be now.
Yeah, that's
the U.S. is going to be
open it if I can. It's going to let me. What the hell? Here we go. This is what the bracket will look like. And then if we're looking at scheduling results, where is the rankings? What the hell? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, so Canada's getting a bye. Their goal differential's plus 17.
They'll be the top seed.
God.
U.S. is going to get a bye as well. Slovakia confirmed they're getting a bye too. And I know everyone's if they're looking at goal differentials, but I think it starts with head-to-head. Well, no, it's all head-to-head, so I don't know how this is working.
It's got to be Finland, the other one.
No, because they're 2. Either way, I mean, I won't go into schematics about it, but it's going to be Slovakia, the U.S.
Well, if we're
Canada,
if we're the top 2 seeds, then where is the playoff round?
So Canada's going to be 1D, the U.S. is going to be 2D, and then 3 and 4, and then it'll just break out into there. So it's basically, if you don't get a bye, you play an extra game.
So we could be facing the semis? Is that how it's looking? Or is it based on seeding after that?
I think it goes into a seeding-based format afterwards.
Well, if today's the last, I mean, the U.S. is wrapping up right now. We just started recording like right after Tage scored his goal. So maybe we'll know by the end of the episode.
Yeah. Wait. Go, see the medal table? Scroll down for me. Go right there. Canada.
They got...
Canada got
one?
They just got one. They didn't have one.
Coldest country on earth, 1 gold medal. Real good job over there, boys.
I don't know if they're the coldest country on earth.
Putting all their eggs in one basket.
Kazakhstan, what are they doing?
Belgium.
Belgium's in last.
No, I think.
What was Canada's goal? They didn't have one. Freestyle skiing.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's a good
one.
Shout out to Michael Kingsbury.
I thought that said Kling Kingsbury for a second.
Shout out Cliff Kingsbury. Didn't know he was a football coach and a skier.
Look at us.
It's good stuff. Even though I haven't really been following hockey that much, to be honest, I have been tuning into some other events. Like the Winter Olympics, I enjoy so much more than like the Summer Olympics. Like I could just put in the background. I was watching curling, speed skating. I love watching the skiing and snowboarding, but I've missed that every time. But I don't know. The Winter Olympics, it's fun.
Yeah, I tuned into like the figure skating at one point.
I didn't catch any of that.
I just have like no idea what they grade like upon. Somebody will do something like the backflip happened and everybody's losing their minds, and then like something like somebody will do a cool trick. And I'm like, oh, that must have, oh my god, like that must have gotten them like a bunch of points. It's like, no, they actually just tanked their entire ability to win. Okay,
and the backflip doesn't count for anything.
So
it's technically outlawed.
Just pure style.
Yeah, it's outlawed. They used to be penalized for it because I remember seeing that on Twitter before the Olympics, and now it's just you don't get any points for it. It's just it's just style.
So you want to hear something funny? They just released the brackets.
Oh my god!
I kid you not.
Pull it up.
So I'll do it for our listeners as well. So Canada faces the winner between Czechia, Denmark.
Oh
U.S. faces the winner between Sweden and Latvia.
We're gonna play Sweden in the first round. You got to be kidding me.
Slovakia plays the winner between Germany and France. Finland plays the winner between Switzerland and Italy. And
Are you serious? Why are we getting
we got the worst
shit stick? We might get knocked in the corner.
Even Latvia.
The semifinals then reseed based on the standings.
Okay.
So Canada's in first, U.S. is in second, Slovakia's third, Finland's fourth, Switzerland fifth, Germany sixth, Sweden seventh, Czechia eighth, Denmark ninth, Latvia 10th, France 11th, Italy 12th.
So we can only face them in the finals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what it is. Like, you're so mad about us playing Sweden. Sweden finished in 7th.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but they
bottom half. That's
they
like,
just have the talent, man.
I
you
would
know
assume
it's there.
Sweden coming into the tournament was like the third odds-on favorite, right?
Right.
Probably, yeah. I mean, at
Them or
least
Finland.
we should be able to see Tage and Darlene face off against each other, which will be cool.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
When will that game be?
I know who I'm rooting for.
When do we have a schedule?
Um,
All these game times have been so dumb.
I mean, it's all on the web. Like, I know, because the gold medal game is scheduled for next Sunday at 8 a.m. So I think these are all out. Oh, wait, hold on.
8 a.m.
Hold on. 17. It doesn't say who's who. Well, actually, yeah. Everything starts Tuesday. 6th.
Well,
this is all military time.
so we'd be quarterfinal.
We won't play till the 18th, so Wednesday.
Yeah, and all of them, it's literally 6 a.m., 10:40 a.m., 12:10, and then 3:10.
On Tuesday, right? Or tomorrow?
The 18th.
So the U.S. game is at 10 a.m. So the U.S. game is in the 10 o'clock time slot right now.
Isn't that... Yeah, that's Wednesday.
Yep.
And then the semis would be Friday at 10:40 or 3. All these are... Can't watch any of this while I'm at work.
You could.
It's annoying. I can't. I know Christian can. I mean, I know that dude texts on the job half the time, but I cannot do it, unfortunately. But at least the bronze event and the gold event are on the weekend.
I'm just great at multitasking. What could I say?
8 a.m. on Sunday?
That's right.
Oh my god. What about women's? How is that going?
That's going on right now.
I haven't even paid attention solely because the U.S. is just going to trounce whoever.
They're just rolling over. They beat
They have
Canada
like a goal
5-0.
differential of like, I think it's like in the 20 or 30s.
Yeah, actually, I think they were the team that beat Italy 11-0.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny because it is much of the same situation there. Where it's them and Canada, and I heard recently that they had played a series, like they'd played each other in like a series relatively recently, and the U.S. like swept them, like they won like 4 games straight.
Mm-hmm.
Canada took the same exact roster as that series to this tournament, and they left off some I guess like younger players. Like it's basically like they have like an old boys club on the Canadian team right now, which I think is funny.
They face. That's correct. Yeah. They face Sweden. They just won in the quarterfinals on Friday, 6-0 against Italy, and they face Sweden tomorrow at 10:40.
Now that you say it, you just jinxed us. I could see it
probably
coming.
did. They're probably gonna get
Good
upset.
job.
Sorry, guys.
And then the gold medal game would be Thursday at 7. No, at 1.
Mm-hmm.
Fun stuff.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Novelty is fun.
Yeah, of course.
It is cool. I think my love for the Winter Olympics. I mean, we grew up in Buffalo, so used to the snow. I'm a skier. But Joe and I used to play Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games.
Don't even start
There's
with
no
this.
tomorrow.
This-
And
that-
we would
I
just,
played this game. I played this game more than you did. I'm not even joking.
I don't think you
100%
did. I do.
I
Yes,
don't
I
know.
did.
No, you
I'm
did
not
not.
even joking.
wasn't
Yes,
that
I
the
did.
2008 game? Or was that the
That's
2010?
the summer.
2008 was the
2010
summer one, yeah.
2010
Okay,
is the
I
winner.
played the summer one too, but yeah, that game was
2010, like that might be a
Back on the Wii.
certified
That's a banger.
hood classic. Like that is
100%.
one of the greatest games of all time.
that was great.
I don't think there's
Just
any
the best.
any debate. Discovering the Dream games for the first time was like a life-altering
those are
experience.
so cool.
Dream snowboard cross when you ride the rails on the bridge, just bro. It's like I thought
So cool.
I glitched the game. I thought I found something just completely off the wall, and then it like shoots you off through a billboard. I'm like, dude, this is sick.
Some of us might have dabbled in some Dream figure skating too.
It's not ridiculous. It's not
No,
ridiculous
yeah.
at all. Just say it. I
It's
did too.
it's funny.
I love
Like
it.
you're doing like the waltz, and then all of a sudden, like some like giant creature starts attacking the ice,
and then you
and now
collect
you gotta
all
like
the gems.
you gotta figure skate it to death.
Dude,
Those
Nintendo was cooking with that stuff.
That was
They
so
were.
good.
I remember playing the Summer Olympic Games, the 2008 one, on my DS all the time. And then obviously the winter was on the Wii.
They had the summer ones, 2012 on the Wii too. I had that one.
I think we had
played
that one, too.
more. I had played that one more than the 2008 one.
That one was pretty
2010 and 2012 I thought were the best ones because you could also play. In 2012 it was kind of like almost like a Mario Party game too, which is like it's like a board game, but like you go around and it's like all the events and you collect stuff. So, dude, they just cooked. For
They were
like
cooking
6
back
straight
then.
years. They did not get out of the kitchen.
It's just not the same anymore. Like I think they even was Tokyo 2020. I know they had to like postpone it like a year or whatever. Wasn't Tokyo the 2020 Olympics? Well, anyway,
Yes.
either that or wherever they were for 2022. Like they did another collab, but they just called it Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Like no location, no year. And it's like
Not the
it's so
same.
And it's not on the Wii. It's on it went to the Wii U and then it went to the Switch.
Yeah.
And I don't think they don't do them anymore because I think it's some licensing thing now. That's why they don't make those anymore.
it's a shame.
Probably, considering the Sabres can't even tweet out Kate Thompson's goal or Darlene's goal. Like, come on. Like,
It's
We
still
don't
an
get the
image of them.
issue with
trying
it.
to
Like,
grow
why-
the game here.
Why are they so protective over it? Am I missing something?
The IOC
Like
wants
I have
its
to,
content.
like I got to scrub the back end of the internet just to find a Jordan Greenway goal from 2018. Like it's ridiculous. God, those games were so fun.
Ski jump was sick too. I love the ski jump. I thought ice hockey was okay. I don't think it was one of my favorite events.
Dream Ice Hockey at Bowser's Castle was a
It was
blast.
sick.
yeah.
It was sick. Like you can get like the Mario Kart mystery box items and stuff. I just didn't like you had to play it horizontally, so you just kind of you couldn't get a real good beat on where your shot was going. But
I
man,
just looked it up. Even just the cover is
he's
like,
getting nostalgic.
oh my God,
bro. He's getting
dude.
nostalgic.
Well, I saw
crazy.
that people were reposting the intro video on like Instagram,
Oh
like, the
my
opening
God.
cinematic.
Yeah.
It's a
It was so
classic.
good, dude.
It's
Classic.
literally a classic. They don't make games like they don't make games like that anymore. I don't
No.
know
We
There's,
sound like onks, dude.
there's no
We
good
sound
games
no,
out
no,
there.
like it's not like every no. Everything today is like it's your FPS, your battle royales, or like it's this big like single player game. I don't know, like a game like that. Just it feels like they don't make stuff like that anymore.
Oh, you're right. It's
As a game,
all
you could just
pay to
grind by
win.
yourself, like on offline, basically.
Like aside from that, like the only other game, like a party game like that, not named like Mario Party or something, is like it's like Smash Bros. Like that's about it. All I can really think of.
Yeah. They were just cooking back then with the Wii. Just cooking. Mario Sluggers. Like, oh my
Mario
God.
Super
Well, I was saying
Sluggers.
Christian
Yeah.
and loved like the hockey. They got better with it. I don't know if you guys ever played. It was Mario Sports Mix, and they put
Yes.
They put basketball,
Hockey.
volleyball was fun.
Volleyball.
Oh, volleyball.
They improved the hockey on that game. I remember that. That game.
What
was
was the
a blast as
fourth
well.
game? It was basketball, hockey, volleyball, and there was one more. Oh man, this
I
is gonna
remember
kill
playing
me.
table tennis so much on those games.
Well,
That
that
was
was the
fun.
summer one. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was fun.
What was the fourth one?
Hold on, I'm gonna find it real quick.
Yeah, I need to find
But yeah, that was also a great game because it was tournament style, but also you had to like work your way up through specific ranks and get to like the final. I guess you call it the final boss, but it's just like the highest ranked computer on this side of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually
Dodgeball. That's what it was. It was
Dodgeball.
dodgeball. Yeah.
and you get all, and then you finally get all of like the high ranked gems, and they like light up the screen. It was so awesome.
Well,
It was peak.
remember, it's like I think when you get like the last one, like one of the characters like disguise they like disguise themselves as like a regular Mario character, and then it's like they turn into a ninja. Then they fly away with the crystal. Then you go and fight like this giant dragon from like Final Fantasy. That threw me for a loop as a kid. I don't know if you remember that. It happened. Look it up.
No, I did. No,
It's
I know.
it's and you start using all of your skills that you used. You're like spiking like rocks and dunking basketballs.
Green
on
and threes.
to kill the dragon. Yeah. Yeah, that game. No, JP was right though. Mario Sluggers might be the greatest game of all time.
Yeah.
I can't even cap.
God
Is this
damn.
even a hockey podcast anymore?
This is
We
what the
talked
Olympic
for-
break does.
Almost 40 minutes about nothing, basically.
Yeah, we still got some questions we got to answer too.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope
You know,
people are enjoying the
You
nonsense.
know, they're making all these the Mario movies now, like Mario Galaxy. And I
Mhm.
know Joan and I are
we will
just,
be there.
like,
We will be there.
yeah, that
We,
was
we
peak.
might do a review on here after that comes out.
I think we will have to because the Galaxy games were our childhood. But I'm saying, let's get if they're making Mario movies, let's get one at the Olympic Games. Like, come on, like let's get going with this stuff. Get
Like
a
an
Sonic,
Olympic Village movie.
Mario
There's
and
Sonic
Sonic,
movies
like-
going on. They could do a collab.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on, dude, let's get some things going here.
That might be the only movie that would get me more excited than Mario Galaxy. They do a third movie, and it's literally just it's Mario 3, Mario and Sonic at the 2010 Olympic Games.
Oh my god,
They could-
incredible.
I gotta buy a Wii, like a refurbished one. I just gotta get it. I haven't played the Wii in so long.
Good luck, dude. You ever seen like what DS games go for these days?
Aren't they? Yeah, they're still.
Like,
they
you ever
hold
try-
the value pretty well.
Like like JP I know is still kind of big into Pokemon. I am from time to time. Like you try and go and buy like a classic DS Pokemon game,
well, that's Pokemon. That
hundreds
whole
of
market,
dollars.
That whole market is crazy.
Well, I know the
with,
Pokemon market's crazy, but I don't think
Now
a Wii,
there's-
I don't think
there's
like a refurbished Wii is going to be any better.
No. Well, I remember we were playing Mario Kart during COVID. At least Christian, Derek, and me, we were playing it a bunch.
Used to
And
grind
our
that.
mom got us, they were knockoff Wii remotes. And
Dude,
they
I
just,
remember
they
this.
did not work. Like, they were like
They were on
delayed
like
by
a quarter-second delay.
yeah, it was like it's such a delay. Like you're right. Like if you go back and try and like buy this stuff, it's expensive. Like
Yeah, because you got to find the original stuff. Like,
Yeah.
because I'm sure like that she probably did a lot of research just trying to find
Yeah.
Wiimotes like that. And then we get them, and we're just like, all right, let's test them out and play like Super Mario Bros. And we're just trying to run, and then you click right on the D-pad, and then it takes like a half second. Then they start running. You're like, this is going to be a problem. This isn't going to work.
Yeah.
We're not fighting on an even playing field.
No, not at all.
There's nothing worse when you're like at a party and somebody's like, they got the 2 white Wii remotes, and then it's like, oh, don't worry, I got an extra, and then it's one of those ones. You're like, you motherfucker, I'm not winning this game.
You got to get the one with Wii Motion Plus inside. Peak.
Wii Motion.
Wii Motion Plus inside. Or you had like the big brick at the end of the Wii remote that you had to attach.
That's what that was, I think. That was.
Well, they started building that into the device.
Oh, yeah,
after
you're right.
a couple of years, but it was funny because you'd be like, oh, I want to play Resort. You go to Resort.
I was gonna say,
like, attach your huge brick to the back of your Wii remote.
It's incredible, man. Wii Sports, certified hood classic, and then suddenly, or somehow, they topped themselves. Wii Sports Resort might be the best game of all time, actually.
So good.
Dude, banger after banger after banger after banger
Table
after
tennis.
banger. Never stopped.
Even like
the
archery.
sword fighting.
Oh,
The sword fighting was so fun.
Mhm.
That actually almost made me break a few TVs back in the day.
When you did like the
that.
individual one where you had to go through like all the levels, and then you get to like the last guy and he just murks you.
They got
Just
everybody
like
else is
that.
one
My
hit.
remote
He's
through
got
the wall.
3 hearts. Like,
Yeah. It's there will never be another console like the Wii. That is truly one of a kind. It's just so
big
many
time.
bangers.
everybody had
again.
tried to copy it in the years after, though. That was like,
Did not
I feel like
work.
the Switch is still trying to emulate a little
The
bit. But with the
Switch is
Switch,
good.
you're a
It's
little more
just-
versatile. You could take
Switch
it
was
with
pretty
you.
good because that was like the first console to like, it was like home and portable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that was like the first of its kind. But now they just made the Switch 2. They're like, I don't like, where do you go from there?
Yeah.
Same device again.
I remember, what was the big NHL game back on the Wii? Was it the Dustin Bufflin game? Is that what I'm...
No.
Do you remember that?
What was the Gretzky?
There was
one,
a
right?
hockey stick that you could use.
Was that Was it NHL Slapshot?
Slapshot.
That's
Yeah.
right.
NHL Slapshot.
You could
NHL
play.
Slapshot.
You could play as Gretzky. Like, you could like. I think it was like the only game you might have been able to play as like a young player, and then like you could like slowly scale up, and then there was a hockey remote, and NHL Slapshot. Oh my god, another
That
classic.
was crazy. I remember Bufflin because I think he had the hardest slap shot in the game. It's like you just picked him and just fired it.
I feel like a lot of people reminisce on it because a lot of people reminisce on NHL Hits 2003. It was a little before my time, so I never played it. But
Yeah, I was
feel
still
like
in
a
diapers,
lot
so.
of people loved that game.
Still, yeah. Might not have been born.
That is true. Yeah,
I remember NHL 08 on the PS2. You could just murder people on that game.
I used to play NHL 07 in my old basement on a big back TV with a Wii remote plugged into it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think we had the last NHL 2K game too.
Oh yeah,
2K games
2K9 or
No,
10?
I think they got to 12. I think
They got
2K12 might have been the last one. Ovi was on the cover. Maybe they made like a few more, but I think that was the last big one. Or no, it was a 2K10. I think it was 2K10. Yeah, that game underrated, very underrated. It's a shame 2K doesn't make games anymore. Big shame.
All right.
Yeah. Anything else that
One
needs
more
to be
game.
addressed here?
One more game.
It's funny. All the people who are our age or a little younger,
They're getting a kick out
or
of
maybe
this.
a little older, they'll get a kick out of it. But if you're
There's a crowd
old-
listening to this right now that's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I
What?
need to skip ahead in this right now.
yeah.
Sorry, this is what happens when it's the Olympic break. There's not much to talk about.
Yep. Anything else? Any other notes?
That's all I got
Any
for
other
now.
certified classics on the Wii?
You gotta put some respect on
Just-
the OG Wii Sports, like of course.
We gave some
And
love.
We Play. Y'all play We Play before?
We Play. I never.
don't think
I
I
know
did.
the game, but
No,
aren't those
man.
just like
We
mini
Play
games?
was We Play. You got to be like you got to ride the cow and like run through the scarecrows on like on a racetrack.
No,
You
did
gotta
not play that
billiards,
one.
Can't
fishing,
say I
like the
did.
fishing game.
Nope.
Where you didn't play that?
No.
I don't think we
Damn.
played that game.
Okay.
That's like the game. That's like the game that somebody asked me to play, and I'm like, "Do you have anything else?"
No, man, this was sick. This was like Wii Sports Resort before Wii Sport Resort. It was the same layout. Like you pick the game, air hockey, whatever. That's a banger.
I think you just wasted your time. I think that's
Okay.
what. You know.
The Wii Fit balance board.
Just Dance.
I was
Just
Just
Dance
Dance,
games?
actually. I was.
We had so many. Like they hooked
We-
us.
we
They hooked
all
our
of them.
family onto that. I think we had
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had the Michael Jackson experience. We had Nickelodeon version. Was there a Black Eyed Peas version? Wasn't there something weird like that? We were hooked.
We were.
We were big into the Just Dance movement.
You guys play Wii Fit before?
No, I did. Well, I don't. We didn't have one. We didn't have like one of those boards.
Dude, so when you set up your character, you put your age, height, and weight in. And my dad, so you put your age and your height in. And my dad was setting it up, and I think we had like company over, and we were just like, oh, like let's set up the new Christmas gift or whatever. So he's like on my character, he puts my age and my height in, and then he steps on the balance board. So then it balloons my character up, and it like the bar goes up, and it like the things are like underweight, healthy, overweight, and obese. This thing just skyrockets, and my character just balloons up to like 300 pounds, and it makes like the big like
He broke the scale.
makes him frumpy. It's like, oh, it's like you should set a weight loss goal. It's like, thanks.
Yeah, you might
were
only
doing
have
any-
a few months.
If they were doing any like analytics on that game back then, you were definitely one of the outliers. They're like, what is wrong with this
If
kid?
they had like a database to like check in on their users, they're getting like a red alert. They're like, this dude is
It's like, oh Christ.
life support right now.
It's like-
I don't know how he's standing.
It's like 9 years old, 4'11", 225 pounds. What is going on
What are
here?
they feeding this kid?
Jesus. Nah, that was fun though. You could do like tightrope on that and stuff. Okay, I'm done. I that's all the games I got.
TSR Wii night. Got to do it. We haven't even
Got it.
talked about Mario Kart. I mean,
well, I mean, that's just
Well, it's just
a given.
It holds up.
Like, it's-
That's
it's-
still
that-
big. A
it's
lot of people still
still-
play that.
yeah.
the
It's
Wii
still
version.
a banger. Yes.
Yeah, there's tons
Really?
of YouTubers who run that game
That,
still.
that was the best Mario Kart ever. Like,
Ooh, I don't know if I agree with that.
no, it
I don't know if I agree with that.
Nah,
it's
I'm on
almost like a
JP's side.
fact. It's
It's almost a fact.
well, I mean, which one are you gonna put over it?
We could put
DS
Mario.
one. The DS one is the greatest of all time.
No,
Yes.
DS was fine,
DS had-
but like
DS
no.
was fine.
I
I'll put
like
it over
8
the Wii.
better than I do the Wii.
No.
All right, we're gonna have to take this offline because this is gonna get heated.
Yeah.
We're not. There's gonna be
We're,
some.
we're
There's gonna
putting
be
a pin in
some.
this. We'll have a Mario Kart debate another day.
There is going to be some furniture moving around here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. TSR Mario Kart night. One day.
Down.
One day. Okay. On that note, should we get into the mailbag?
Yeah, let's pull a letter out.
All right. So for the Sabres podcast, we can get into some actual Sabres talk.
Took 15 minutes.
Figured that today would be a lighter episode, but we're 50 minutes in. I mean, we made some good conversation, just not about the things you'd expect. So we asked you to send your questions in. Got a few. It's nothing's really changed in the Sabre space. We haven't even seen or heard much. I mean, everybody, GMs across at the tournament right now. I know Doan was seen practicing the other day.
Kesselring was.
Kesselring.
Yeah, and no real injury news or anything. Nothing about some of the guys that maybe you would expect to come back. Nothing new yet, but I don't know. Maybe we'll start hearing stuff this week.
The only really
as
news
we get
is
closer.
the Amherst. I mean, Consta is just on a tear since he's gone down there.
Yeah, Alanius 6 points in his first 3 games since getting back. 3 of those are goals. I mean, wouldn't surprise me if he's getting the Oslin bump of going back down, then coming back up again. But we'll see. We'll see how he's looking. We'll see how the injuries are looking and whether or not they might need him back up anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, all it takes is, well, we're going to give Norris some more time to sort of figure it out. And
I
then,
can see it coming, man. I
Yeah.
really can. Like, we're gonna come out of the break. It's gonna be like, yeah, he's right. Lindy
he's
Ruff's
right
gonna be
there.
like, he's
it could
right
be
there.
any day now.
It could be any day.
Could
He's
be
right
day.
there.
It's funny. They marked him day to day at first. That was so funny. That was like so clearly to like get people to calm down.
I don't think it was. I think the Sabre staff is over the years just they're idiots. So many times it's day to day, and then
They've never
he's out
been,
for a
like-
few months.
I don't know. That felt dishonest. That felt like if it's a rib issue, if he broke his rib, I feel like they would have known that or something like that. I don't know. Maybe he broke it and then he got it removed.
Is this gonna be in the iceberg?
Do I have a rib removal entry? I think I have to, right?
It's gotta be somewhere.
It's got to be in there.
You don't remember every entry?
Listen, first of all,
I think his brain would melt.
First of all, there's over 230 in there. Second of
Yeah.
all, that would definitely be one of the later entries. That is not like surface level knowledge.
That's deep. That's deep ball knowledge.
Yeah.
I'll take a look through it. Well, you just go into the first question. It hasn't changed. You haven't updated it, right?
I think the one I posted on Twitter, I made a lot of additions to. I don't know if I took any off.
Okay, I'll check that one.
Because I know, like, I think the one I posted all the way back was at like 200. Now we're at 230. So, yeah.
That's,
I was
of
thinking
course,
about that.
Not counting this year.
I'm not only going to be like very disappointed if I have to add more entries after this year, I will be mad. I will be very mad because of where they are right now. That would be the ultimate rug pull. Anyways, all right, on to the questions. Thanks for sending in the ones that you did. My point of all that is, not a lot has changed with the Sabres, and we actually didn't do a mailbag too long ago. It was like Christmas time, I think. So not a ton has changed, not a ton of topics. They're also a pretty good team, so less issues to talk about like in times past. So, we'll just hop into these right away. We'll start with this one from Twitter. This one is from Lizard King 77. It's a goaltending question. How do you see the goaltending situation turning out, including what to do with Levi? So with the injuries that are, going to be somewhat solved here, we assume it's going to clear up. You would hope that Luukkonen is going to be back. So you've got that on the horizon. And not to mention now Devin Levi is starting to heat up. I believe he has like a .930 save percentage over his last 10 starts. I don't know how much you can really throw Levi into this conversation in the immediate day-to-day.
No, yeah,
It's more
he's
so
not.
just what do they do with the main roster?
Right. Yeah, you gotta leave. He's staying in unless something cataclysmic happens. He's not going to be on the Sabres roster at all this year. But if you're asking me in the short term, it's going to continue with the same 3 goalie rotation. It's what they're going to roll with into the end of the season. It's just an inevitability with the injuries. Off season, man, they can get wild. They could trade Ellis, they could trade Luukkonen, they could trade Lyon, or they could trade Levi. I think one of them is going to be used as a chip somewhere. You got too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention, you have Ratzlaff and Lehtonen both. They've been starting games in the AHL this year. I know they just sent Lehtonen down. I think that was because of opportunity. Like, they had to get the poor guy some games. But, that's where you're at as well.
They'll definitely. This will be the off season. I think they have to make a decision on Levi. Is this the year he's a contract due?
He just got re-signed this previous. I think he's
Wasn't
on
it
a
like
2-year deal.
Yeah, that's a 2-year deal.
So, yeah, they got another year after this.
This will 100% be the off season where I think they make a decision though. Like, he's either up,
Yeah.
and they commit to
Or he's
him,
gone.
or he's gone. Like, I don't think there's any point in just keeping him down there anymore. I don't know. I know he had a comment that came out recently. I think he was interviewed, and he just said how he likes it down there. Now he doesn't feel rushed anymore.
That's so funny. That was you. You did
Yeah,
that.
you wanted. Your team
did
wanted that.
all of that. What do you mean rushed? You did that. You.
Your camp was clearly saying that he wanted time in the NHL.
Listen, I like him, man. I like Devin Levi. I still think it can really pan out, but like, that was you, man. You were not signing your ELC unless you were starting those games a few years ago. And you've had 2 other chances to, like, stay on the roster. I mean, he's rushed, but he also, like, last year, what was he saying? That, like, he didn't, he doesn't know how to be a backup goaltender, which, like, I get. But, dude, you have more downtime then. It's not that I disagree. Like, he was rushed. It's just, you did it yourself.
Yeah.
It's also funny to hear that and be like, that's a middle finger to Adams.
Yeah, that is true. He was Adams' guy.
The last guy that was here was throwing me up there. I was like, I want to know part of that. I love Rochester. I never wanted to not be down here. All right, pal.
And I feel like his season, he's definitely having like a down year, but I think it's being overblown like a little. Like he still is a 9-12. Like you just said, he's had a good however many games. You just said, like, I don't know. Like I think he's probably ready at some point to be an NHL level goalie, even if it's not here. I mean, I know I've seen the Dustin Wolf comparison thrown around where he had a really good season in the AHL, and then his next season was quote unquote a down year compared to the previous season, but then he comes in the NHL and he's just doing his thing. So I don't know. I think he's got nothing left to prove down there really, unless he has like a really good playoff run. But I know his playoffs didn't end good last year, but they obviously started incredible. So I don't know. I don't think Jonah's right though. I don't think he factors in the conversation this year unless, like, knock on wood, unless we really get screwed with some more injuries.
So what do you think they do with the 3 goalies then? Are we riding this out? Is this here to stick?
I mean, the trade deadline is what, a week or 2 away, and then you can have a limited roster spot. So
yeah,
it's 3 goalies this whole season, which is crazy, but it is what it is. They just can't go with a 3 goalie rotation if they're going to do this.
Yeah, it feels like beating a dead horse where it's like it does make me upset. Like the goaltending was bad for approximately like 3 weeks to like 6 weeks on this team. Same exact time the goalie rotation really started, and Alex Lyon was not playing games because of it.
Yep.
It's like, wow, the goaltending has been such a good story this season, except for that 1 month it wasn't good. What was going on then? Dumb. Anyways, sticking on the goalie.
Before we get into that next question, I did just look at the iceberg. Eichel's rib/rehab rumors. That's what you're referencing, right?
Oh yeah,
that is on the very last line.
There it is.
The very last line.
Deepest part of the ocean.
Has to be there.
Yep.
That wasn't even like, I don't even think that's a Twitter. I mean, it is a Twitter thing, but that was like the rehab thing was like word of mouth.
That one was crazy.
Everybody knew a friend of a friend that, like, that's not what I heard. I heard he's.
Yeah.
Not reopen old wounds.
All right, on to the next one. Sticking on goaltending. This one is from Matthew Howell on Instagram. If they make the first round, who should be the game 1 starter?
Alex Lyon. Easy choice. You kind of knew I was going in that direction. Come on.
Well, I guess that's true. Has Lyon played any playoff games?
He lost.
I mean,
he did lose the job in 2023. Florida went down 3-1 to Boston. I think he was out of the net by game 2 or 3. You should go back and
I'm looking right
go back
now.
and look at that. The 2023
He's played
first
4
round.
playoff games. He
made it 4 games into that series. Okay.
He started 3 games. He went 1-2. He had an 888.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember them pivoting off of him quickly.
I guess, I mean, it really does depend on who's playing the best between Lyon and UPL. but I guess Line does have playoff experience. So if they're both playing well, you might give them the edge. But I think it comes down to who's playing the best.
If the playoffs start tomorrow, and you're playing Carolina, how many games do you give Lion before maybe thinking of switching it up? I know that depends on results, obviously. Like, let's say they lose every game until you switch goaltenders.
I would just say 2 if it starts the worst, like 0-2. You
want to give them a home game?
No, I mean if you start 0-2, you switch to Luukkonen and he's great at home. So
yeah, I was gonna say their splits are kind of reverse.
Yeah, that is a good point. What if they did that? Each goaltender played in each building.
I don't think they would do that, but I think that's kind of how it would play out.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think it's definitely Lion, right? I mean, it just kind of has to be, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the home and away splits. At home, Lion is 6-5-2. Away, he's 8-3-1. And then UPL at home, he's 8-1-1. And then away, he's 3-6-1. So it actually is not the worst idea.
It really isn't. There's a strong enough sample size here for that.
This is like the alternating captains just reborn.
And then Ellis is pretty consistent both ways. 4-2-1 away and 3-2 at home. Winning record.
There you go. All right. Moving on. This one is from... Where should we go? Well, we went to one of our most talked about topics. Why don't we go to one of the others? The power play. This one is from Alyssa on Twitter. Will Seth Eppert watch any of the power plays at these Olympics and consider changing things up? I think we all know the answer, though.
Has he changed it from watching any of the other elite power plays he's seen in the league? I think that's your answer. It's like, no, he's not going to.
I say this every week. What do they talk about? Do they have video meetings on the power play?
It's straight propaganda.
Like, I can't...
Everything's great, guys.
I can't even imagine, like, what... I don't know. I mean, clearly they're working it down low. He's telling, hey, guys, go short side high from the goal line. I don't know. I call that the Jeff Skinner play. I don't know. I mean, this was another question from Matthew Howell on Instagram. Do you think after the Olympics, Darlene will relay some info about the power play as well? I mean, what info is there? Hey, can we go get William Nylander? Like, if we do that, our power play would be much better. Shocker.
It's like, yeah, can we go get some high-end talent?
Yeah. I think just because of how bad it's looked and because I am more intrigued about maybe moving Thompson around. I mean, you did finally, I feel like, begin to see that. I think they threw him on the right side, on the right hash for the Florida trip.
Yeah,
I just switched back.
I told you. I think it's an interesting thought. Like I said earlier in the pod, it's just.
I know they toyed around with it at times last year. He was in the bumper for a bit.
Just get crazy. Like if they go on a really big cold streak again, like I know they've been working their way up the rankings, but if they go on a cold streak, you got to get creative, like really creative. I'm not saying I don't think my idea is the worst decision in the world.
No, it's I don't know. It's net front scares me a bit because then it's like I feel like you're getting too limited. He just doesn't. I don't know. He didn't seem too comfortable at the Olympics with it. Like he looked like a guy that didn't do it normally. I guess if you give him more reps there, things will change. But like, well, it's funny the Matthews goal in that Latvia game. You know, that was Eichel assisting that from the goal line in that spot. And even just him, he just looked way more comfortable. Like that was a no-look saucer pass to Matthews in the slot. Like I don't think Tage has like that sort of deception ability, or like he might, but it's not, you know, as bang bang as Eichel can make it. So I think I do have some interest in the bumper idea I think if you force him, hey, you want to get shots? You want to have looks? Find a soft spot. Try that. The ripple effect is just, where do you throw everybody else?
I was going to say, if you do that, who's in Tage's spot then? Because ideally Norris is going to be on that other one, and you could keep Doan would be below the blue line then, right? So you keep Doan. Who would go on the other hash?
Part of me wants like the tic-tac-toe play, like available, where like Norris can throw it to the goal line, and the guy he's throwing it to with a left-hand shot. That way they can give it to Thompson right away. But like,
did I not pitch this at the beginning of the episode?
No, but
Jason
it's like
Zucker down low.
I guess it would be Zucker. But then I guess maybe you're throwing Doan on the wall, which could be something. Could be something.
I guess why not?
I don't know.
The answer
I'm not as high
will
on
be
Zucker
Jack
as the
Quinn,
power
though.
play on the power play as I know like Christian is.
Well, it's fair. It's all,
Yeah, it's just I prefer Benson. I prefer someone else, but it's hard to deny the production. Like he gets his goals there.
And maybe, I mean, who knows what's happening with Kulik, but he could be thrown into this conversation at one point.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Kulik, we did have a question about him from It's Owen Helpin on Instagram. What do you think Kulik's future looks like?
It's a good question.
It's wild because you're out this entire time and there's a huge regime change. You're not married to the GM didn't draft you.
Of course he's not married. He's 20 years old.
Shut up. He I don't know. It's weird. It's such a wild card to think about. I don't think he's a movable piece in the offseason because you don't really know what you have right now. And other teams probably think the same way. It's like we don't know what's going on with this dude. I think if he comes back and he proves to be a valuable part of the team, he's going to be on the team, and if not, then you move on. It is what it is.
Well, I think what's made it interesting for him is just how good Ostland's been, and then how good we think Consta's probably going to be. So it's like I kind of group those three into like kind of a same category. Like, are you keeping all three of those ideally centers like on your roster going forward?
Right.
Like it's an interesting idea. Like I think Ostland, like he's proved he could probably play on the wing. Kulik hasn't really been that good in the wing. Like he's played best at center. So it's like you have a bunch of centers, so a bunch of young centers too. Like
Well,
they'll
it's
have
so
to
funny.
make decisions on what they're going to do with them.
I think it's the one thing we didn't really touch on with Tage at the Olympics, but like there is just I know he has 2 goals. I know he fucking wired one today, but something about him at wing, man, I just don't know. He's just not as effective there, and it's funny that. Or not funny, but it's just like I feel like you look at their roster and they just have like multiple guys who I just don't feel like work as well on the wing. Thompson's one of them, and I think Kulik is one of them as well. And I think the team feels that way as well. And then it's like, okay, so if everybody's healthy, like what happens here? Do you remove McLeod to the wing? I feel like even McLeod's a guy that you want in the middle of the ice rather than, on the wall. So it's
kind of tough to just
it's tough to forecast that.
It's tough to put in a vacuum because so many other things could change. They could very well just say he's still a part of the team and trade someone else without seeing anything.
If the season ended and let's say Kulik doesn't play a game this season, how do you build for next year? It's so tough because then at the same time, like you're not trading him. Like, it would feel foolish to do that.
I mean, going into next year, like, who do we got already kind of locked in? I mean, Tage, Norris, Benson, Doan, those
I guess
four.
I think it really just comes down to, is he a perceived Tuck replacement? Like, do you trust somebody coming off of a blood clot to kind of supplement what you're losing with Tuck? That's really the question. Hypothetically, it doesn't have to be that way. He could be the Quinn replacement, which I think is maybe more realistic.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like, is it Helenius that is your Tuck replacement then?
Because Helenius, I mean, he's kind of locked into next year. Am I wrong? Like with how he's been playing?
I think he should be. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how he finishes the year. Things can always change.
It will definitely be, especially if he doesn't get in. Like, it's definitely going to be a discussion for next year. What they're going to do. I think he's still on the team. It's just where does he slot in? Like, I've also thought the same thing. I don't know what they'll do. Even if he comes back right now, like, if he were to come back in these next, however, 25 games or whatever, like, I don't think there's any spot for him to be a center. Like, you got Norris, ideally, assuming he comes back healthy. McLeod, Oslin, Krebs, Tage. Like, you're probably not putting someone who's coming off a blood clot over any of those 5 guys.
God, I just hope we see him before the end of the season. Not, just for the fact that way, hey, this guy's healthy and he's recovered, but also it makes next year will be like, this will be such an interesting offseason if you have the Kulich thing hanging over your head, like you did not see him after October. You've got the Norris stuff still lingering, and then you're losing Alex Tuck. Like, there would be some not difficult conversations. Like, the foundation is still there, but it would be interesting to forecast what they're going to do to kind of supplement that.
Yeah, because I don't think you can rely on any of the 3 young guys we mentioned to take that next step next year to really be a top producer on the team. I don't think you shouldn't expect that.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess it kind of depends on what they do with the draft too. Like, they keep the first round pick? Do they trade it? I don't know. It's the Kulich thing is just so. I mean, hey, this guy could be on the ice regularly when we get back. I'm not anticipating that whatsoever, but you just, I don't know. I'm certainly no doctor, and I'm certainly no expert when it comes to blood clots, so don't even really know how to approach this. It's tough for the answer to how do you forecast his future. It just to be I don't know. But I feel like that's just kind of where we're at.
It's unfortunate for him. He was hopefully going to be a big contributing piece this year, and it just obviously did not happen.
Well, I guess that covers that. Let's see. Where should we go from here?
You just brought up the draft. Wasn't there a draft question?
There was a draft question. Before we get into the draft, let's hear a word from our sponsor. If you're hurt in a car, you can call our sponsor, William Matar. 844-444-4444. With a focus on motor vehicle accidents, the team at William Matar has handled thousands of cases like yours. Let them help you get the money you deserve after a motor vehicle accident. Rideshare, truck, motorcycle, car, only. Call William Matar. 844-444-4444. Well, JP did bring it up. There was a draft question in here. Let me just pull it up. Where is it? I can't find it. There it is. So this one's from Sean on Twitter. With Buffalo hosting the draft this year, do you think Jarmo will wait to make a big splash trade until then? I like that. If he does trade the first round pick, does he wait till the draft floor to do it?
That'd be insane.
That would be fun.
I mean, it would be fun, but I don't think there's any sort of correlation between having to do. I feel like if he made it at the draft, it wouldn't be because the draft is here. It's just it just happens.
You don't think
to be...
Pete Gwelly would like sit in on the scouting meeting, being like, "Wow, the draft is here. We should do something for our fans."
See, I
don't think so.
Imagine the Beck Malstein trade was announced on the Buffalo.
Oh my god!
Beer bottles getting thrown onto the floor.
I don't think. Well, I mean, obviously, from Yarmo's standpoint, it should not matter that it's in Buffalo.
Right. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
I do think for like ownership / maybe Pete
For who?
Quelly, for Terry Pagula
There you go.
and maybe Pete Quelly, it's like, we're hosting the draft. We kind of want to make a pick with all of our fans going to be in attendance. Like, I don't think that's ridiculous that upper management would want that. I mean, it's the first draft for hosting since 2016.
10 years.
So I do think that is something that kind of does factor in. I think you gotta realize that our prospect system isn't exactly the best anymore. Jonas mentioned that.
I mean, I think it's a fun idea, but if it were me making the decision, I would just be like, we're just going on with our normal day to day. If it happens to be that day, it is what it is. But I could totally see Terry Pagula saying, no, you got to make it that day. You got to do it that day.
Yeah. That would be fun. That'll be really fun. But I guess we will see. All right.
This is our fourth
Moving
time
on.
hosting the draft.
What's that?
This is our fourth time hosting the draft.
Yeah, we're like one of the most hosted draft cities. Obviously, Montreal has it by a landslide because they just had it there for years before they started moving locations.
Some great first picks. I mean, 1991, Eric Lindros.
Mm-hmm.
1998, Vincent Lecavalier. And then obviously 2016, Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
And now this upcoming one, Gavin McKenna.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I think it'll be McKenna.
The felony charge was dropped.
Like the day after. Literally the day after. It was just dropped. Well, all right.
It's so weird. I'm looking at all these, and it's all stadiums, and then you just see Sphere. And then Peacock Theater. Glad it's going back to a stadium. All right, sorry, go ahead.
All right, moving on. This one is from Tim Connolly's #1 fan on Twitter. Can Danforth or Dunn fix the bottom six? If not, who would you prefer that they traded for? Fix is an interesting term. It depends really what you mean by it. And as we've discussed, fixing it for me is like they need a bit more. They need a few more goals. They got to chip in something here or there. And, I mean, we saw the fourth line with Josh Dunn. Was it good some nights? Yeah. Like, it looked good, but they could not score. Is Dunn's only goal this season? Does he only have one goal this whole season?
He's 2 points. One goal, yeah.
2 points. And I think he's done an adequate job, but, like, that goal was scored, I think, back in October.
He was just more of a classic fourth line role. I think if anything, I'm not saying you put the pressure on him because he's coming off an injury, but Justin Danforth is supposed to be that guy.
He is, but it also makes me wonder, like, they have talked so much about like being harder to play against, and like I feel like somewhat going after size. A part of me almost can't imagine them going into a playoff series with Krebs and Danforth as their fourth line players.
I don't know. I feel like I could see it.
Like Malenstein, Krebs, and Danforth, that could work. But it's weird. It's like I say they might not go in with Danforth and Krebs, but then it's like, well, Malenstein's the guy I would like to upgrade on.
Don't speak on Beck the Bullet like that. There will not be slander.
All right, you're right.
There will not.
I retract my statement.
Good.
I'm looking at all of our fourth line players. So this is including Kozak, Greenway, Malenstein, Krebs, and Dunn. They have a combined 6 goals this year. And Krebs,
I did not realize it was only at 6.
They might
Krebs,
not be.
yeah.
They couldn't not even be on the fourth line.
Well, he scored against Minnesota a few weeks back. I think that might have been on the fourth line. But yeah, aside from that, I mean, everything's either empty netters or he's on the first line.
That's true. 6 goals combined from your fourth line.
Yeah,
that's.
Got to start putting more pucks in that.
Yeah. And one of Malenstein's on the PK. wasn't it?
Yeah,
So you take out that 5 even strength goals, maybe.
Yeah, I
you
think
take
it's
out an empty net Krebser, like
It's like
literally-
nothing.
it's
It's
not
literally
good.
just
You could count
it's a
on one
cardio
hand.
line. It's a
Yeah.
cardio line.
yeah, it's not great.
and that's with Greenway having 0 goals, by the way. Everybody else at least had 1 goal.
I thought Greenway had 1.
No, he has 0.
He
I thought he had that one
has
in
a goal this
Carolina.
season.
I thought he had that one in Carolina.
No, he had one
was
in
that Carolina?
I'm looking at the
When
stats.
Byron
right now.
made
Colorado?
that pass.
Greenway had one. Was it an even strength goal?
Oh, my bad. I was still in the home splits.
JP's
God
using
damn it.
Croc as a
No,
source.
I still had home splits from the goalies. Let me recount. I'm
Oh
putting
my
out false
God.
information.
I was
God
about to
damn
say
it.
6 goals is like an
3,
absurd number.
4, 8.
Maybe it's still similar, honestly, though.
Okay, it's not counting Krebs because he has 7 goals. It's 8 because Malenstein has 4.
Wow, so much
Wow.
better.
I mean,
It
if
is
you
more.
count, I don't know how many of Krebs' goals were actually on the 4th line though. So it is
Yeah, I mean,
more,
like
but
the
still,
the one Greenway's play of the season. He passed to Byram, who scored. I think the
I
fourth.
had it backwards in my
I
head.
think
My
the
bad.
fourth line had a goal of like. I think
we're just putting
Metz's
so
goal.
much
Wasn't Metz's
misinformation.
1 goal this season on the fourth line? Like they've probably been on the ice for some defenseman goals, but
yeah.
I mean they themselves, yeah. I mean they can't generate much.
So maybe 10 goals.
Well, there was a second half of that question. Who would you prefer that they traded for if it's not an in-house solution? I feel like there's just a laundry list. Like, pick your
Nick
guy.
Obe Kubel.
He's got to finish his story.
This is
Story
this
is written
isn't an
for him.
option.
He just
But
needs
yeah.
to come back.
God damn it! I missed Semgus Girgensons.
I wouldn't hate Semgus Girgensons.
I mean, that's not an option.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's
No.
almost it's
God,
tough
I
because like
miss
you got to think about like non-playoff teams. Like
yeah,
who's Winnipeg have? Like I feel like they're a sell-off. Like Calgary, obviously. I don't know. Are we one of the many stops for like a
Blake
Vladislav
Coleman.
Nemestikov?
Give me Blake
Coleman
Coleman.
would be perfect, but like he's more than a fourth line. He's like adding another Josh Doan to your team. Plus, no move clause or no trade clause situation there. So,
Classic.
God, I don't know. Nemesnikov strikes me as like there's a guy that gets traded every single deadline to help a team's bottom 6.
I don't know. I think if they do add someone, it's probably gonna be underwhelming. It's probably none of the guys we just mentioned.
Probably. All right. This one is from the Bowen Byram fan account. Who is getting sent down or moved as we get healthy after the break? So who is going to go down?
It's
Let's
just
assume
gonna
everybody
be-
was healthy, not named Kulik.
Who's waivers exempt?
I feel like and that means Noah Oslin's going back down. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He would be
Lindy
playing
Ruff
games
would not
in
let that happen.
He would be playing games in the AHL right now.
Yeah, no. He's definitely not.
I mean, what do you do? Who are you throwing through waivers? One of your goalies?
Well, JP, give me pull up Puckpedia. I need to
And I
hear these
agree.
numbers
I don't
again.
think Noah Ostlund should be going down. I just feel like it's just generally this organization's track to just make the easiest decision.
You know what's an easy decision for me? Christian's not going to like it. See ya, Ultimate Culture guy. Keep Zach Metza up. He's been better than Jacob Bryson this year.
Wow. Maybe
He's been better.
That's not a ridiculous take. I don't know if I agree with it.
No, I could kind of get behind that.
I
a
feel
little
like
bit.
you have a bad taste left in
It's-
your mouth from the last game before the break.
Yeah, but even so, like, Metza played... How many more... I feel like he's played more games. Bryson's played 35. Okay,
I
maybe
think
not.
it's time to sit Bryson down a couple.
Metza's played
couple games.
26.
He's been
I don't
down.
know.
I don't think Metza has been the guy.
Well, that last game against Pittsburgh, he just looked awful. So
Well, Metz is technically down there right now, so he doesn't even count.
right.
Is he playing? I know that was like a weird situation.
I don't know.
I'm trying to pull it up right now. I mean, honestly, I think I know we just talked about can Josh Dunn help the fourth line. I think he would be one of the guys. He's got to be waiver exempt.
You
Yeah,
gotta
I can't.
You got to put. Oh, I completely forgot. You got to put Greenway on IR or LTIR or something. This is
Yeah.
getting ridiculous.
Where can you see if they're waiver exempt? I mean, I feel like
If you're on
Kozak.
Puckpedia, there should be a little
it's,
like
waiver,
thing next
I'll
to it.
save you some time. Waiver exempt is anybody who's
On
under
a
the
rookie
age of
deal,
27.
Yeah.
And I think you throw Kozak in there too. Like, my opinions on him this year. I don't think he's been
That's
anything
fine.
crazy.
It's fine.
Like I think
Would
Kozak
they have
Dunn.
maybe sent him, I mean, I guess he's not a prospect, but would they have maybe sent him down?
Yeah. I mean, okay. If everybody's healthy, we have 13 forwards, 7 defensemen, and 3 goalies. I mean, that's the likely outcome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, 15. There's 16 forwards right now in our roster because we have 4 on the IR. So we have to get rid of 3 of them. I think it's Dunn, Greenway on IR, and Kozak. And then if you're looking at defensemen, it's probably Metza going down, to be honest, and Bryson staying up.
Sounds realistic. But I guess we'll see. It's hard to
Well,
know
actually,
that. One Josh
that's
Norris
counting-
is still day to day can
Yeah.
change the
Right.
conversation.
A lot of times when you ask questions about roster construction, usually the most boring answer is going to be the answer.
That was also counting Kulik in that number of 16 forwards, so you could probably actually keep one of Dunner, Kozak
Mhm.
up, actually.
And at the same time, like you only have to shenanigan your way for a week or like
That's-
2
you know
weeks.
That's a good point, yeah. I mean, if anybody on the IR is still not 100% back, just
They can-
keep them on there for another
Yeah.
week and then,
Just be like, no. Your knee does hurt a little
yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll give it another week and see how it is.
bit. Yeah. All right. Last couple here. This one is from Brandon Lukomsky on Instagram. Do you think that Tage Thompson was wanted on Team USA, or did management pick him to save Backlash? Well, clearly they were not scared of Backlash, considering what they ended up doing anyways. Tage was definitely a pick where it's like you can't say no again. You can't. He
Not
won
after what
them.
he did at the.
He won
not
them
after
a
what
gold
he-
medal.
Yeah. Not
Like,
after what he did at the
Yeah.
championships.
If you're
you're
gonna
not-
be like, I don't even know what was the reason he didn't make it earlier this year. What they wanted more veteran. Wasn't that so funny? They wanted like more veteran experience. Like 26-year-old Tage Thompson's not a vet at this point. That's funny. But I mean, yeah. Honestly, he might have gotten Keller onto the team as well, just based on that.
I know. I was excited to see him in the lineup today.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad. Can we have a conversation about Kyle Connor quickly? So like, great player. Would love him on the Sabres. This is the second like national tournament in a row. He has just given me nothing. Like he was one of the guys people were like bitching about that he didn't play in the Four Nations final. I don't know. I don't know if he's like that type of player. Like I have come away very disappointed with him in this tournament. At the same time, I think maybe he's just been mismatched. I don't think him and Tage are a good duo. And I forget who he was with at the Four Nations. It was probably on the fourth line with like Brock Nelson
Trocheck
and
and
Trocheck.
Miller.
Or yeah, and Kreider. Yeah, like that might have been who he was with.
Kreider, yeah.
Yeah, Kreider was on that team. Like maybe that's who he's with. And like Brock Nelson was not good last year. This Brock Nelson's
Oh, he's
great.
cooking. He's cooking.
He's
Cooking.
Unk
found
still got it.
He's found the fountain of youth.
And they're kind of treating Tage. I mean, at least I know against Denmark, he didn't play that much, but like a lot of his minutes were on the power play. They're kind of treating him like a
That's so
power
funny.
play specialist,
This
which
is
is
this is like
funny.
the Dylan Cousins thing all over again. This guy was horrible on your team. He goes somewhere else that like they know what they want to do. Oh,
Yeah.
he's a power play specialist now. It's all
Mhm.
he does is score on there. Yeah. It's cool, man. I know I tweeted it out, but it's still so cool he's on Team USA. It's so crazy. He's on a power play unit with Jack Eichel, Austin Matthews, Quinn Hughes, and Mac Chuck. He's
It's
in that
crazy.
five. Like, that made me go for a second, like, damn. Like, we have really... This guy was maybe the worst player in the NHL at one time. I don't even think that's exaggerating. This guy was doing no-look drop passes in the offensive zone. And, like, God, he used to be such a funny player. And now he's on Team USA.
It's rock star shit.
Absurd story. Absurd. All right. Last one. And I already answered this on Twitter, but I did want to talk about it on here. So this one comes from Ryan Sanders on Twitter. If the Sabres make the playoffs this season, would you consider doing playoff post-game episodes?
Go live, man. Go
Yeah.
live immediately.
Buddy, 14 years in the making. You better believe we're recording after every playoff game.
You think the
Yeah.
the content's picking up?
Oh,
As long as we're not
You think
going
this
to
is-
the game too, we will go.
Oh, no,
I
you
think
will
we'll
go
go
to-
live.
no. Even if we're at the game,
we're going back.
Well,
we're
obviously
jumping
we'll
in.
record.
we
but,
might record on location.
But I think
We're going to Labatt House after.
if we're
setting up
watching at
shop.
home, we go live like literally right as the game ends.
Oh yeah.
But I'm saying if we're going to the game, maybe we don't go live because it'll be a little later. But yeah, I mean, we're doing stuff after every game. Are you kidding me? Especially, I mean, if we face the Hurricanes, I mean, Jonah will not be.
That won't be me.
He will not be
something.
silenced.
Something will take over my conscious. Like the person you're seeing now will not exist then.
Be completely. You know what? For content's sake, I mean, that would be insane. Like he's just gonna.
But seriously, like imagine, and I know it's like those games. I mean, what was it like the second longest playoff game ever? Like game one, Florida and Carolina all those years ago, like quadruple overtime, 15 seconds away from going to a fifth overtime. Like, could you imagine having to record after that? We're gonna do it. You better believe we'll do it.
Mhm.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll do
Chris,
it. I'm
Chris
just
will
gonna
be falling asleep, but we will do it.
I'm gonna just caffeine out. I'll be good. I usually try not to do that because then I feel like I can't sleep after we're done recording. But if it's like double, triple overtime, of course, you got it.
Yeah. God, it's so fun that like I've just begun to think about that. But for the first time, now that we
I
have
don't want to
this
get my
break-
hopes up.
No,
I
I
don't wanna
know,
get my
but like
hopes up.
just now that we have this break and like you can really admire, like they should do this. Like they should get there.
Yeah.
I'm starting to plan ahead a little bit as to like what we're gonna do.
I don't want to. I really don't want to.
It's not your job, so it's okay. You just show up and talk, buddy. Smile for the camera. But I've begun to think about it. I'm like, yeah, like playoff post game episodes, like that's a possibility. Like, I don't know. Like it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. And on top of that, because we have some other content stuff upcoming pretty soon that you'll be able to hear more about in what's the 15th? I'd say about a week or so. I would keep your eyes peeled on social media for next episode. We'll have something to say. But I've got that kind of cooked into it. It's I don't know. It's fun to think about. Like possibly that's on its way.
Yeah. It sounded like that last question. You just kind of wrapped up in the way you usually close these things out. You were just like, we got some big things coming up, blah, blah, blah. and
Yeah.
Good transition there.
All right.
I saw one more question.
Oh my God.
This guy.
What?
We need like a new
JP,
system to
all the
like
questions.
know. We need
and
to
I
like
got one more thing.
we need to know
Aaron's.
if like you're on deck. Like I don't know. Like Are there any
Well,
emojis in there? Like, I don't know, raise your finger or something? Like, oh, I
Right
got
there,
one more.
Raise your hand.
Well, that's if someone wants to butt into a conversation instead of just talking on top of people, which I know I do a lot, unfortunately. So sorry about
No,
that.
I do
but
that too. Don't beat yourself up.
but they
I
do the
that too.
fingers. But no, they always do final thoughts. Like final thoughts, they go to each person. But this
Okay.
isn't even a final thought. There's just another question that you probably didn't see, or maybe you did and you just ignored it because it's from the Bo Byron fan account.
Was that under the original tweet?
No, it was under your quote tweet.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, it was under the last call one. It was.
Why would why would he reply to that one?
Because he already replied on the other one.
Fucking idiot.
Well, you know what's funny? Because we know
Guys,
Bo
we know
Byron
who
fan account.
runs the account. That's why I'm saying
And
that.
he
I
doesn't
won't
even
say that
listen.
about
He
folks.
doesn't
I will
listen
not.
to the pod. He doesn't.
No, he
listen
doesn't.
to
He's
it.
told us this flat
doesn't
out.
even listen.
We've talked
Yeah,
to him. He's flat out says he does not
asks
listen to
us
the show.
questions. He's not gonna, or maybe he'll try and find the question. But no, he just told us he doesn't.
Yeah.
But the question was, will you ever have guests or interviews on the pod? Which is a good question. And then he goes,
It's not
"Would
going
love
to be
to
you, buddy, because you don't listen.
We all know where this is going.
No, that's a good question. But then it goes into, would love to see more of Jesse.
Jesse's been asked, or not asked, but he's been told he is welcome to come back. He
Anytime.
he did propose me something that I was like, well, maybe we could work that in. If like every week he just like sends like 60 seconds of him talking about the team. I was like, that could be something.
He's got to be in like obscure locations when he does it, though.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
got to
I
be
feel
like
like-
Kevin Weeks.
I've told him, I'm like, it's genuinely been so long since you've been on. Like, I think it's been a year now.
Really?
I think it was like, wasn't the last time we had him on, like, after the whole Thompson thing where he, like, torched Matthias Samuelsson and maybe, like, turned his career around single-handedly? I think it was, just, between all that. That was like a year ago.
Wow.
I have the.
Or like,
what's it
JP,
called?
when did you finish your last CPA exam? Maybe that'll answer our question.
Well, I was gonna say.
yeah.
Remember, I did the attendance. I haven't updated that since I made the spreadsheet, but the last one I have of him is episode 112. I don't
Good
know if he was
God.
on anyone's
quite
after
some
That was
time.
50 episodes ago. That was over a year ago if we've been doing basically one a week.
He could have been on after that, but that's the last one I've got of him.
I don't think we had him on for any Division ones this year. I wanted to have him on for the Tampa game. But I was telling him, I'm like, it's been so long. People, I think they need a reintroduction to who you are.
Wouldn't be opposed.
Ball's in his court.
Ball is in his court.
You know what was? He was on 112, which is pre-deadline player grades, and then 2 episodes later, Josh Norris is a Sabre. I don't think he's been on the
Nope.
pod since we traded for Josh Norris.
The system just cut him off. You're like, we're done here.
They cut me off.
Oh, no.
No, no.
Oh.
Jess.
Oh, there he is.
Am I back?
You kind of cut out there. Yeah. I don't know if Kate cut the power because I know you got to run off to her parents' house later for dinner. He's like, let's go. You said
No,
we'd be
you
Pull
done
the
in an
plug on the
hour.
Wi-Fi.
At this
She's
new,
listening. She's be like, these idiots spent 30 minutes talking about Mario and Sonic.
No, at my new place, it's like the Wi-Fi is great, but then I'll have like just a huge lag spike. Like even when I'm playing video games, it's just a huge lag spike, and then I'm fine. So that definitely just happened.
That's her kicking
But as
the
I
router.
was, well, I don't know. As I was saying though, it was pre-deadline player grades, and then Josh Norris was traded to the Sabres. That was 2 episodes later, so I don't think he's been in the pod since Josh Norris has been traded.
Wow. Ball's in his court.
That's on him.
It's on him.
But I
Welcome
do-
anytime.
I do think the first question is more of a legit question though. If we'll ever have guests or
Yeah, I mean,
interviews. I mean, we've had one guest on before. I don't know. Jonah. I don't know if you want to do that ever again with.
no, yeah. It turns out people just don't like us. I actually ask a lot of people, and they always turn us down.
Yeah.
No,
We're
I
just-
don't. I mean, I
We're
don't
just
know.
spamming player DMs every.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's
No.
It can be tough to schedule stuff like that, as always.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, I feel like I'm available any time of the day, but then I've got one co-host who hibernates until 8 o'clock at night, and the other one that wants to go into hibernation at like 10 o'clock. So it's kind of like you have like a 2-hour window. Like, I mean, today we started recording at a decent time. Doesn't happen too often though.
Recording's about to end because Kate's about to pull the plug on JP over there, apparently.
But yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to, bring more. I've always wanted to bring more eyes onto the or more voices onto the show. So I don't know. We'll take it day by day. It's also this season's been such a fucking whirlwind. Like they play every other night.
Yeah.
Like I think about last year. Last year we really gave our shot at doing 2 episodes a week. And it's like we could have done that this year if we didn't find out last year that like we kind of got burned out by it a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, it's been so busy. I don't know. I guess it kind of takes time to set that stuff up, and I don't know. Life stuff gets in the way. Also, other Sabres content that I'm also still working on. So things such as that. But we'll see. I think we'll recoup in the off season. I think maybe we'll reload towards next year. But no, the Bowen Byram fan account, you will not be coming on the show.
He's not even going to hear this. So
yeah, he's not.
It doesn't even matter.
Well, I have to. You know what? I have to bring this up because JP and I constantly have conversations about it. Our father's been trying to get on the show
for years.
He's been telling us.
Jonah's always said
for
no.
years now.
I've said, I'm welcome to it. I'm sure Christian is too.
No, I'd love a conversation with the boss, man.
Jonah's completely opposed.
Recently, because it's been recently, he's like, we got to add more history to the show, and he was like, I'll just come on, I'll just do like a weekly thing, and like
classic ball
talking about like alumni or whatever, and just like, why do you have to come on our show? Why can't why are you trying to siphon our fans? That made him think. I could tell because it's like, we've been building this this is year 6 of TSR, and we're like 5.5. It's like, why are you trying to hop on halfway through? Start your own.
Halfway through? You saying this is only the midpoint?
Maybe, I don't know. I'm 4K. Like I said, I think we talked about it. Like Christian's gonna get canceled like a couple years down the line. Like
we're already putting this into,
we're
like,
halfway
the forecast.
Through. We're like in our we're like the Beatles. We got like this. We're in the peak right now. I think we're in TSR mania, and then I don't know. Someone will come in, break us up, or like we'll just go our separate ways eventually. Have good like solo careers, and then I don't know. A few of us will die some like agonizing and horrifying ways.
What the hell?
And on that note,
we'll
close this down.
I mean, if we went on solo career, I mean, how would that even work? Me and you are brothers. Like,
we don't even need to
break up.
This.
Like,
I don't know
what the hell.
I mean,
let's not speak
I
this
think
into
I think
existence.
the Beatles had like a few like the first like diss tracks. Like Paul and John were like writing songs at one another. So we'll just like I don't know. We'll just be like a bunch of. We'll call it like the it was like the late night wars from like back in the 2000s with all the late night hosts. That'll be us.
2010s. Yeah.
Well, maybe Christian's Cafe really takes off too. Like maybe
that'll be his thing.
He's just a foodie. Like
I could just turn this into a straight up like food account.
Well, this is what it'll be.
It'll be a food vlogger.
Christian will be like the.
That's my dream, man.
Christian will be like the George Harrison who like, after, at least in my opinion, like made like the best work post Beatles. That'll be Christian, who makes like the most quality content. Not talking about like not the later stuff in his life, not that stuff. I'm not forecasting that.
Am I also going to smoke 1,000 cigarettes?
No, not that. JP and I will have our beef, and then I don't know. Jesse will be like the Ringo. He just becomes like the most adored one.
God.
How did we get
on? It's been an interesting episode.
Yeah, this has been fun. Fun Olympic break stuff. All right. Can we close it down there? Did we answer everything?
Yeah.
Feel free.
It's only the other one I saw.
All right.
Think
Closing
so.
thoughts, JP?
I don't think I got any right now.
All right. I think I spooked you guys with my Beatles analogy.
Yeah, now I'm depressed.
Christian, final thoughts?
Go Team USA.
Okay.
How much longer is the Olympics on?
It's next Sunday.
Another week and a half.
So next Sunday, that's like it for everything?
Well, I don't know about everything, but hockey.
That's what I meant. Not just hockey. I meant everything.
It's like another 10 days.
Yeah. NHL's back. think we
Sunday,
play the
February 22nd.
I
So
know
it is
we're
next
back.
Sunday.
We're back in 10 days. I don't know about the league in general. Maybe they're back that Tuesday or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I mean, I know it's only 2 players coming back, but that first game post Olympic break will be interesting.
And then Florida back-to-back.
Yeah, that too. Yep. All right. Well, we asked for questions because I didn't think this episode was going to go long enough. We went a solid hour and 45 minutes. On that note,
It's kind of like, sorry,
here
it's
we
kind
go.
of like an
Oh, this fucking
off-season
guy.
an off-season
Jesus
episode
Christ.
where you're just talking about random shit.
And on that note,
Jesus. Thank you everybody for listening. We got one more to power through. We got one more episode probably to power through before hockey's back. Good news is we'll know the gold medal winner next time we record. So that's cool. But until then, thank you very much for listening. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at the Sabre Report, also on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at the Sabre Report. If you listen to this on YouTube, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments down below. What was your favorite Wii game? What was your favorite Wii game from back in the day? We'd love to hear some input on that. And then, obviously, any other stuff that we talked about, feel free to leave a comment. We always read them. If you want updates for the pod, you can follow us on Twitter at Sabre Report Pod. Go give our friends over at the Buffalo Sports Talk podcast a listen. They do great stuff over there. We are officially in off-season mode for the Bills. Just hired like 20 friggin' coaches the other day, all at once. So they'll be covering stuff in the lead up until the draft, which is, what is it, April? When's the draft for the NFL?
Oh, it's late April. I don't know the exact dates.
Yeah. But their draft content is really their bread and butter. They always do great stuff covering that. But it's still a ways off from like the Biggie board they always do, but in the lead up, they do great coverage of the prospects. So be sure to tune in.
And I think free agency's coming up, isn't it? I think the combine
Is it before the draft?
Yeah, it's always before the draft. I saw combine.
I always forget
it might
that.
be like in a week. The combine starts right after the Olympics, the 23rd.
Hmm.
So that's
There you
coming
go.
up. And
They'll be covering that for sure.
then March 11th. So yeah, I mean they got plenty of stuff to talk about. They got the combine and then free agency and then the draft a month after that.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time. Take care. And as always, go Sabres.
go Sabres.
Go Sabres.